Okay, so we've got my man Ryan here, who's been on the one-to-one plan for the last pretty more about nearly 6 months now.
Yeah.
And now, Ryan, just talk about how you came on, because obviously it was a little bit different with you because there'd been quite a long injury history. So just tell us sort of where you were when we first spoke.
So other than a lot of pain, probably is where I'd start. I suffered a disc protrusion about 5 years ago, and it's just been hampering me ever since. And I think I was just kind of working with it and not actually getting anywhere with it. So doing all the stretches that the standard physios were doing. But what I really want to do is actually get something that was going to kind of substantiate and make me play a season without pain. Hence why I came to yourself, because you had such a good track record and you told me that you dealt with players with that in the past. So yeah, it was not only caused me pain during games, but then my next day would be a write-off. So playing on Saturday, my Sunday was pretty much lay in bed and hope I'd be all right for work the next day. And so it was also having an impact on my day-to-day life as well.
Yeah, and that was the thing. I remember how almost down you were because the thing that you loved doing, you couldn't do. And like you said, it was impacting even just batting and then sometimes walking. I remember you talking about at work, you'd have to just stop it and lay down sometimes. Yeah. So how have you found the sort of the process of the one-to-one plan?
It's been really interesting working with you because you've sort of broken it down into stages and talked me through the reason why we're doing each thing. So for me, I'm quite interested in biomechanics and the anatomy and stuff like that. So when you've been giving me that detail, I'm like, I can understand why it's going. And whilst I'm actually doing an exercise or doing a stretch or whatever, I'm going, oh, that's what he was talking about, and I can feel it and I totally understand it. Whereas physios that I've dealt with in the past, they're like, oh, just do this, do that, and you kind of like, well, I don't know why I'm doing it, but for everything that you do, there's a massive reason behind it, and I feel it, and I'm getting the impact that's desired out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic to watch because, you know, when you came on, I was quite excited. I thought, you know, you've been in a lot of pain. I can't wait to. I remember the conversation where I said at some point you'll come on beaming. And it's happened quite a few times, which is good. All the little steps going forward, and you know, it's never linear. It's never straight from there to there. We've had a few little bits, but every time there's been a little setback, we've used it and then gone on further. So, which brings us to now in the message you sent me today. So, just give me a little sort of background how you are now and what's happened this weekend.
So, first game of the season was yesterday. We had a National Village Cup game, and I was slightly taken aback because I was asked to open the bowling. I was like, geez, I haven't done this properly for 18 months. I bowled that first ball and I was pain-free, whereas before that would have just been a no-go. Even thinking about bowling would have been painful. But yeah, got through five overs pain-free. And they were coming out with some wheels on, whereas I used to have the keeper stood up because I just used to try and get it down there and swing it around. But the keeper came up to me after the first time. He's like, I can't stand up to you now. And so I've gone from not being able to turn my arm over to now pushing the keeper back and get it through. Picked up a couple of cherries and yeah, really happy. And I've woke up this morning and I'm in no pain whatsoever. I'm literally, I could go again today. Honestly, that's how I feel. Wow. I've just it's just given me a new lease of life. It's made me buzzing for the season ahead because I feel like I'm going to be able to tackle it head on. Yeah,
you know, that's just so good to hear. It really is, and I'm over the moon for you. And now we can solidify where you are, and then gradually as we go, we can then take the conversation forward to helping you bowling even more, so that we get that keeper stood right back.
Pushing back.
Great stuff, mate. Thanks very much for.
No, mate, I've got so much to be thankful to you for. I really appreciate your support and your work.
And you know, the little bit of the message that I love this morning was when you said about feeling like a kid again and having that buzz back.
Oh yeah, I think that was when we spoke nearly 6 months ago. I was like, it was not that cricket was becoming a chore, but it was the impact that it was having on my day-to-day life. And now it's almost like reset me. So I'm now like, I'm going into cricket with no worries at all.
Brilliant. Love it, mate. Love it. Let's keep going and get even better.
Cheers, dude. Thank you.